What's up, guys? This is me, Jeff, coming at you again with episode number 6 of our craft beer chit chat. Joining me again today is my brother Danny, Father Steve over here. We're going to be reviewing a beer for you guys today. You can see it up front. It is the
It's a Surly Furious IPA.
Yeah.
It's one of their all year round beers. Just picked it up at the local Schnucks today.
Yeah, so Surly Brewing Company, the Furious IPA, 6.7%, I think, right? Alcohol per volume. So really digging the IPAs lately, so I'm excited to try this one out. Give it a shot and tell you guys what we think. And I'm going to smoke a pipe while we do this again. Dad's got a cigar over there, some whiskey, right?
It's a bullet rye, 95 proof bullet rye.
Yep. So
It's a little bit stronger than I'm willing to try today, but we'll do some beer.
let's get into it. Right?
It's got a reddish amber color, apparently, according to the site. And yeah, that's gonna be delicious.
It's right there.
Keep in mind by
Yeah,
me,
that's
I'm gonna finish this off.
All right.
All
So
right.
yeah, definitely a red color. It's dark out, so I can't tell 100%, but that looks pretty red.
Yeah, it's reddish, ambery kind of color.
It's got a decent head on it too. It wasn't, so let's see what we got.
It smells like an IPA.
Yeah.
I've only had a couple red ales in my life, but definitely IPA smell.
What do you think?
So, before I tell you what I think, I did a little bit of research on this one because it doesn't quite say it's an IPA. It says it has a lot of these different characteristics: IPA, amber ale, red ale. And so I was a little curious about that, so I did some research on the old Google, went to Surly's website, and it's more of an IPA style ale, which is kind of interesting to me because I kind of taste a little. You ever had the 90 shillings? It's an amber ale
No.
by Odell's.
Nope.
It kind of tastes like that. It's a little bit of a deeper malty kind of flavor, kind of sweet.
There's a little bit of sweetness to it. The IBUs don't seem too intense.
You know what they are?
I'm gonna guess 60.
100.
Really?
100.
So it's interesting, I drank a Dogfish Head 90-minute IPA last night, and that's 100 IBUs. And it is, for me at least, significantly more intense than this.
I know, it's night and day, right?
Significantly more intense. I would not have guessed 100 IBUs. So that's a smooth beer, that's a smooth IPA. You guys want to check out that review, go check me out on Untapped, see what I thought about that 90-minute Dogfish Head. But also that Dogfish Head I had was, it's been aging for probably about at least a year.
The 90 minute?
Yeah.
Did you look it up on the label? Or did you keep that one?
No, so someone actually gave it to me, and when I looked at the born on date on the bottle, he had it for about a year before I got it.
It's like that fruitful fort we had last
It was
week.
pretty intense, very
That's
boozy.
interesting.
But anyways, this is not a review about Dogfish Head. This is a review about the
Surly.
Surly, the Furious IPA.
So, for those of you that might not know, because I didn't know, surly, by definition, means bad-tempered and unfriendly. I'm not getting a bad-tempered feel from this beer. It's pretty dang good.
Yeah, it's really good. This is definitely it's a good colder weather beer, I think.
It's got a little bit more body to it.
Yeah.
The flavors are a little bit more complex. Not to try to sound too much into the jargon of the beer drinking world. There's just more going on, and so it's nice to have something that's a bit heavier. You don't have to keep dropping them down like it's bottles of water, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Good. My review is very good.
I agree. This is a definite thumbs up for me. You know, I've been thinking about something. I think a couple of the other IPAs we've had that talked about bumping the maltiness that they put in generally is a little bit sweeter and less harsh on the hops. That's something I've been finding is that the IBUs are high, but it cuts down on how bitter it actually is.
It says it crimson-hued ale delivers aromas of citrus, pine, caramel, toffee, aggressively hopped, beautifully balanced with caramel malt backbone. So there's kind of the
Yeah,
sweetness for it. So, but yeah, that's a good.
I get the citrusy,
It's
a
good
little bit
find.
of the pine. I don't know about some of the other stuff. It doesn't feel that aggressively hopped, but I guess it's kind of hidden in the malt.
What about cost?
So this one picked up at the local grocery store, Schnucks. For those of you that know St. Louis, great. I think it was $8.99 for a 4-pack, and these are pints, right? So that's great. I can go ahead and top my beer off here and make myself happy. That looks like I haven't drinking any, so that's an awesome thing.
Yep, I got a little left too.
All in all, what's that come out to be? Like $2.25 a beer. It's not bad at all for something that's a little bit heavier and got some good complex flavors.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Schnucks has really been stepping their game up too with their craft beer selection.
Yeah, I've noticed
like
that.
for a grocery store.
And a lot of them are refrigerated too.
Yeah, like they've outside of your more specialty shops like Beer Sauce Shop or the Craft Beer Cellar or something like Total Wine.
Like a Total Wine has a decent selection, yeah.
Schnucks is definitely stepping their game up. So in a pinch, you need a good craft beer. You can usually find something decent there. They carry a lot of local stuff too. Where's this brewery based out of? Do you know?
It's out of Minnesota. Yeah, kind of crazy.
Canuck country.
Cold country.
Cold country.
Yeah,
Good grief.
yeah. So,
And I can say that because I'm from North Dakota.
Cold.
Cold.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's little breweries popping up all over the place nowadays. You never know where you're gonna find a decent beer from.
it's true. You could probably try a new beer like this every single day and never run out of options. To be honest.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just in Charleston, South Carolina for a conference, and there was this really cool brewery next to the hotel called Rusty Bull Brewery. It's like a brewery that did a collaboration with an axe throwing company where you have the lanes and you throw the axes at the targets. I thought that was an interesting mix. We're going to serve you a bunch of alcohol and have you throw sharp axes.
So they actually serve there.
Yeah.
A few of the axe throwing places around here, like the Axe House in Valley Park, they don't serve, but you can bring in beer,
Yeah, I do
wine,
recall that.
stuff like that.
No hard liquor, though.
Yeah,
So your
for
stuff
a good
wouldn't
reason.
be-
For a good
They wouldn't
reason.
accept your stuff.
I'll dumb you down to a good IPA.
Yeah, for sure. Something to piggyback on what Jeff had mentioned. If you're at the Schnucks or a local grocery that have all been stepping up their game, notice they carry a lot more IPAs than anything else. Not a whole lot of sours
Popular.
or
Well, you got to think seasonal too right now, right? More sours and more
Blondes and
blondes
golds.
and stuff like that's going to be more in the summer. This is going to be more of a winter type.
even in the summer. I've noticed though that IPAs are predominant. There's a lot more IPAs to choose from.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think IPAs are easy to not easy to brew, but you can cover up mistakes easier. You just add more hops and
Oh, we didn't balance out this part of the recipe. Let's just bump the hops up to match it, kind of thing.
yeah.
Touche.
Not that that's what all breweries do, but I mean that's why it's popular. It's a lot more room for error to brew something with heavy hops like this because that's a lot of what you get. Versus like a sour beer, like the room for error is pretty minimal. There's not a lot of room.
You know, interestingly enough, some of the mistakes that some of these brewers might make. I think we were talking to Mark about this when we were at OBB, Old Bakery Brewery, and that's Alton, Illinois, right?
Mhm.
That they actually have this like a backbone recipe,
Yeah.
and from that core recipe, they'll branch it off and make super small and simple changes that can completely change the taste of the beer. And they have a ton of different lines in the same kind of backbone. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I would say most breweries probably do that. You have like your base recipe, something that works, and you just experiment with it until you find something that's good, and boom, you got another recipe for mass production. Once you can consistently replicate it, so it's a process. So
Yeah, talk about a cost saver there. We already did all the work to make this recipe. Let's just alter one small thing in the process and finish it up a slightly different way. Different taste, whole new production line. Not a bad
Yeah.
deal.
yeah,
I'm getting off
100%.
topic here though.
Yeah.
Anyway, all in all, I give this beer, if I had to rate it on like a 1 to 10, I'd probably give it like an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd put it in the rotation. Every now and
Yeah.
then I'd grab a pack of those.
I didn't. Yeah, it's something I drank, and I wasn't surprised by anything really. tastes like an IPA. You know, if you're used to IPAs, you'll like this. It's nothing. It's not groundbreaking, right? The taste on it or anything
Agreed.
like that. You know, to me, it's another IPA. I like IPAs, so I'd rank it in the higher level, like 8.5, like you said. I'd probably give it a little less than an 8.5, though. It's like I said, I wasn't pleasantly surprised or anything like that. Just another good IPA that's out
This is
there.
a solid go-to.
Yeah, that's decent.
Yeah, that's why I would put it at an 8.5 because I would call this a go-to. Like, I know what I'm gonna get. It's not overbearing. The flavor's good, but it's not too much. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd consider it a go-to for me. I think it'd be if I was somewhere and they were serving a bunch of beers, like I would, and there's ones there I hadn't tried, I'd be like, I'm probably not going to get this.
Oh, for
But,
sure. Me too.
Versus if I'm somewhere and they have like something that I know I really like on tap. Like one of my favorites is the Dogfish Head Sequench Ale. Like, no matter what, I'm getting that. I'm gonna pick up a can of that, or I'm gonna get at least one draft of that, even though I've had it many times before. This, nah.
But if this was the one that was available among others that you never heard of before, you would know. Would this be one it's consistently? This is going to be something I'm going to enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, I know I would enjoy it, but it's not one I'd go out of my way to probably buy over and over and over again.
That's fair.
So, yeah, that's about all I got on it. Good beer. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 or an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. Good, but not amazing or anything like that.
It's
solid.
fair.
It's solid. So,
Yeah.
I'd say that's about it on this one. You got anything else you want to add on it?
No, I think that's it for me. All in all, a good flavor, and want to keep this train rolling. Keep on trying beers we've never heard of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if you guys had this beer before, let us know and drop us a comment below and tell us what you thought. If you agreed, disagreed with us, we'd love to hear it. Engage in that conversation with us. If you're not already, you like what we have to say, subscribe to our channel. Give us a follow on Instagram and Untapped. I'll make sure those handles are below so you can easily find us. You can also find a lot of good beers, get a lot of more good information at Beer Sauce Shop, another one of our favorite stores to hit up in St. Peter's. But other than that, until next time, guys, this is Craft Beer Chat number 6. Pretty excited to keep going with it and seeing what else we kind of can uncover. For sure, 100%. So
Yeah.
until
Thanks
next
for stopping by, guys.
Yep. Peace.